Right. I'm not perfect, you know. Um, I'm just happy, right? I'm just happy. In order to be happy, um, you are who you are, so I have to go about things in a particular way to be happy. I've got really bad OCD, and I get it that the truth is that technically, if I just let's say grew up, so to speak, if I went in the direction of um, let's say being a bit smarter. I am smart, but I mean, it's like I kind of I have my limitations. I mean, Charles Manson said, as a kid he was so smart he learned he was dumb fast. I realized that I'm dumb, right? But I mean, in the sense of like, yeah, I'm as a kid I was so smart I learned I was dumb fast. I guess what I'm trying to say maybe is I know what I'm doing. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Um, I guess I'm like aware of my ignorance. I'm a but Yeah, I think I can't. I think it was Socrates who said, "I am ignorami." I can't remember what he said. Something like that. Basically, it's just like understand. It's like knowing your ignorance kind of thing. You know. Um, like I said, I'm not perfect, right? But I am just happy. I am happy. You know. And there's this thing of people have this obsession with, I guess, leveling up, and it's this thing of if you want to level up, go for it. Like, there's a song by Nirvana called "Dumb," and the last lyric goes, it goes, no, the chorus goes, "I think I'm dumb, maybe just happy." Well, that's the verse. Whatever. It says that in the song. Um, uh, I think I'm dumb, maybe just happy, and then the end just goes, "I think I'm dumb. I think I'm dumb. I think I'm dumb," and there is some truth to that. Like, I am dumb, right? And I could go in the direction of being smart, smarter than being smarter than the quote. As a kid, I learned I was dumb. As a kid, I was so smart. I learned I was dumb fast. I could go in the direction of being even smarter, right? But I mean, a few things about that. Firstly, it's really stupid, right? Um, this idea that you think you're going to be. I don't know. I guess you can think deeper. There's probably some truth to that, but it's technically, if you understand yourself, which I do, I understand that I would just keep on trying to go deeper and deeper. I don't know. I feel like it's one of these things that it's just a pointless exercise because at the end of the day, I could think as deep as possible. I could be as smart as possible. But what's going to happen? Am I going to stay like that forever? No. I change all the time. It's I value my freedom. What am I saying? It's just the fact that I don't know. I just don't really want to do it. I'm happy how I am. So this idea of changing, ultimately doing something I don't want to do, which is being even smarter than I am right now. Like I say, it's a pointless exercise, and I don't even believe that somebody who tries to be smarter than I am is realistically going to be happy. I mean, it's one of these things that I reckon that would be there'll be lots of ups and downs to that guy. The guy who's trying to be even smarter than I am. There'll be lots of ups and downs. Fundamentally, I'd rather be me than him. You know, it's not like he wouldn't be happy sometimes, but it wouldn't be I wouldn't be able to stay happy as that guy. It's just a very stupid, ignorant thing to try and become. You know, even smarter than I am now. You know, I understand my limitations, and I understand, you know, what I can deal with, what a person can deal with. And I, you know, like I said, I understand myself. I understand that I just wouldn't like being that guy. It just wouldn't be an enjoyable experience. You know. I don't know. I guess I just really identify as a freak, and I'm just very. I like that feeling of basically feeling free, I guess, you know. Um, you know, I just feel like you can put too much pressure on yourself, and then it's just like, you know, you can walk around and go, oh yeah, but I'm right. It's just like, at the end of the day, it's just like, if you're not happy, if, you know, if, because a pretty smart thought is, I'd rather be me than you. I'd rather be me than you. You know, so if you, um, you know, there's no, that's about as good as a comeback as you can get, you know what I mean? So, um, you know, it would just be very foolish to go in the direction of trying to be smarter than I am right now. And like I say, I'm not perfect. I'm just happy. And I definitely do encourage everybody to always work in the direction of being the best, always work in the direction of, you know, being the best versions and being perfect. And, you know, you can always be better, and you should always work in the direction where you will be better. But at the same time, you got to understand as well, you know, there's a lyric by a song called "Numb" by Linkin Park. You probably heard it before. Yeah, but the lyric goes, I'm tired of being what you want. I'm tired of being what you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me. Um, Put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. I mean, I like that lyric where it says, I don't know what you expect. I don't know what I don't know what you're expecting of me. You know, it's this thing of um, um you know, of course you've got to work in the direction of being the best, you know. Uh, but firstly, and this is going to sound kind of pessimistic and whatever, but realistically, you know, trying to be the best, or being, you know, like, I mean, I know for me, I'm very hard on myself, and I like, I have a really, like, my goals are like way up in the sky. Do you know what I mean? That they're like, I'm reaching for the stars. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna settle on, you know, my desires, my expectations, and my what I expect from myself is way up here. Like, I'm really, I I you know, my dreams are very uh what's the word, um I don't want to say they're demanding, but maybe they are. I mean, it's, that's a different topic, really. It's just the fact that, you know, they're, you know, I really want to be somebody really fucking great, you know, really fucking incredible, really fucking fantastic, phenomenal, you know. I really want to be perfect, you know. Um, you know, take something like Kurt Cobain, right? His screaming voice, absolutely fucking out of this world, just incredible. You know, I love his voice. His screaming voice was just fucking sexy and hot as fuck. It was fucking just like, you know, I want to be that fucking good, you know. I want to be that fucking great. I want to be that fucking good. It's just very, um, that's just like, it's just a high demand. It's not, maybe, it's not easy to get that good. Like, realistically, being as good as someone like, I don't know. I don't want to say Oasis are bad, because they're not. They are better than me, probably. But I wouldn't see Oasis as like, singing wise, it's not the most. It's not like, oh my god, his voice is fucking incredible. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's bad, right? But I'm saying it's not. It's not so good to the point where it's just like, it's doable. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're way better than me. But I mean, how I sound singing wise, it's not that I'm on their level, but at the same time, I don't really care that I'm not on their level. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's not, it's their Noel Gallagher's voice, or isn't so like mind blowing. It's not like, I know Noel Gallagher's a better singer than me, but at the same time, I also don't care, because it's not it's not like it's not the coolest thing in the world. Do you know what I mean? It's it's like, oh yeah, that's good, right? I respect his talent, and I myself, take inspiration from him, and what he's doing is great. What he did was great. I'd be proud of myself if I wrote the songs he did, and all that. But at the same time, it's like, if you're gonna dream big. You know what I mean? Um, Oasis isn't big enough for me. They're really fucking good, but you know, like I say, if you're gonna dream big. I want to be as good as like fucking Nirvana. Kurt Cobain. It's just cool. He's just the coolest motherfucker ever. I want to be that fucking good. I want to be that fucking great, that fucking good, and but I also understand, like, realistically, I'm probably only ever gonna be as good as like someone like Oasis. Um, but like I say, don't you know? Even though realistically that's the truth, at the same time, it doesn't mean that you should, give up or anything. Like, you should always work in the direction of, I mean, like, the end goal should definitely always be, what I'm trying to say is, what I meant to say is, the end goal should always be, to be as good as Kurt Cobain, and be as good as Nirvana, because they were the greatest band ever, and always work on being perfect, always working on being the best, always working on improving yourself. But I do want to say, like I say, on like a side note, realistically, know your limitations, in the sense of respect your limitations, in the sense of, that's just, it's when I say respect your limitations, that's kind of just a fallback. It's just like, if you fail, it's not like the end of the world. I mean, like I say, if you're as good as Oasis, that's still pretty fucking good, and it's it's like, of course you should aim to be perfect, you should aim to be the best, but if you're just happy, that's pretty fucking good too. Okay, that's pretty fucking good too. All right, I'm gonna go. Bye.